What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're doing a final wrap of Comic-Con Africa 2019. So what we're going to do, guys, is one final montage looking around the con, showing off a bit of the cosplay, a bit of the awesomeness, a few of the things that I didn't show off in previous videos and some of that footage, and then we're going to have a look at some of the stuff I picked up. And guys, I did stop by the Hot Toys booth and pick something up there, so I'm super keen to show that off to you guys. Let's get into the video with one final montage. And let's get going.
So I popped the button!
And with that, guys, let's have a quick look at some of the stuff you can pick up at the convention. Let's, of course, start off with the freebies after that little montage. So, as you came into the con, guys, same as last year, you were able to pick up a Comic-Con guide, which was really cool, with the official artwork by Paco Diaz and Tomoya Mori, which was really cool. That was the full program and everything. If you looked around as well, something that I saw people missed out on was you could actually pick up a poster of that version and get it signed by the artist. So that was really cool, and something that I recommend doing if you're at the con next year. Make sure you go and find a poster and get that signed if the artists are there. Then, guys, I mentioned before the con that I wasn't actually going to be doing this, but you were able to pick up this free Hot Wheels, and I really like what they did this year at the con. So basically, the idea was that you could pick up this free Hot Wheels if you visited the Comic-Con booth. And you visited the booth and they gave you a little card. You took that card around the convention, interacted with some of the different sellers, some of the different presenters and exhibitors, and got a stamp from them. And once you had the full set of stamps, you scored this Hot Wheels, which I think is really cool. It is apparently limited edition. I don't collect Hot Wheels per se, but it's just a nice cool little memento of going around the con and doing different things. And on that note, guys, really trying to interact with exhibitors and interact with the people that are there is so important. And if you're looking for freebies, it's something you have to do. So not only did I pick up this free Hot Wheels, but from doing that I met some of the guys at VS Gaming. Got things like caps. The cap was pretty cool. All you had to do was sort of sign up to their Facebook group and engage with them a little bit. They gave out caps. They gave out shirts. I got a cool shirt. It's basically an X-ray. You can see that's the gist of the shirt, really. It's an X-ray with the gamer's heart, which I thought was really cool, heart of a gamer. And then as well at the KFC booth, they were giving out shirts there as well, because of course KFC was the official wingman for Comic Con Africa, so they were giving out these pretty cool shirts with the Colonel decked out as a superhero. So those are some of the cool things you could pick up just as freebies walking around the con. There's another freebie I'll show you in a second that I did pick up as well, but that was what you could do, just interacting with people, chatting to them, seeing what their stall's about, and we'll get back to chatting a bit about interacting with some of the exhibitors in a moment. While we're on the topic of things that you could do at the Comic Con booth, literally at the Comic Con booth, I also picked up these badges. These were official badges for the convention, so these are really cool. They had Marvel. They only had Marvel as far as I remember, but I really liked these, the 3-pack of badges, and they come with a little extra at the bottom. So I picked up the Guardian set with Groot, Star-Lord and Gamora, and the Guardians Mix Volume 1, which I think is really cool because I've started getting into pins and had to pick those up. And then I also picked up this Marvel set. There was a Team Cap and a Team Iron Man set. I just really thought this was a cool set, and I love the little Iron Man palm that came along with it. So I had to pick those up, and definitely really chuffed with those. And last but not least, I picked up at the convention last year a badge saying my first Comic Con Africa. This year I picked up my second Comic Con Africa. So they had about 4 or 5 varieties of these badges, and you could pick up the one you wanted. So that's a nice little memento and something to keep going year on year if you want to build up a collection of that sort of thing. Then guys, you would have seen in the video as well that the Shire was present at Comic Con Africa. They were there last year as well. They had a much bigger stall this year, and I was able to get my hands on things like butterbeer and things that I didn't manage to get my hands on last year. But something else you could get for free was if you went up to the guys at the Shire, they were handing out copies of the Quibbler magazine that they had put together, which was really cool. Gives you a nice full recipe for butterbeer and all that kind of thing. These are just a nice little fun extra that you could pick up from them. But you saw their store in the video there, and if you were lucky enough to see them at the con, they had some really awesome stuff. So I picked up a couple of things from them. I will leave a link to their website in the description down below, so you can go check them out. They do have a message saying that they're a bit short on stock at the moment because of Comic Con Africa. So as you can see, one of the first things I picked up at their booth was a Chocolate Frog prop replica, which is absolutely awesome. Now this is a prop replica from the movie, so it's got a little Chocolate Frog there. You can see him ever so slightly. He is bendy, and you can take him out and his legs move, and you can pull and stretch him. It comes in the Chocolate Frog case, and at the bottom there you can't see it too well, and I don't want to take this out of the box because it is a cardboard container, but you can see that at the bottom the magical witches and wizards card is Albus Dumbledore. So that's a cool little pick up from the store. Absolutely love it. You can see a bit better at the back there perhaps, the exact contents of it, and there it is. So aside from that, they had a couple of other cool things there. It was mainly Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones related, which, if you guys know, if you're watching the channel, is all stuff I absolutely love. It was difficult to stay to a budget and limit yourself in the store. But they had these cool little mystery boxes, and in those mystery boxes they had these little mini versions of these Shire figurines. So picked up a couple of the boxes, picked up Dobby. I mean, how adorable is he, guys? He's absolutely awesome. It's the same pose as the full-size figures. But yeah, just in a mini size and much more affordable than the massive noble figure pieces, which I'm sure you guys would have seen out there around. And they're also on the Shire's website. And also another one that I picked up was the Cornish Pixie. So you can see the Cornish Pixie. Yep. See the Cornish Pixie there. Really awesome little pieces. They are nice in the sense that they come with a stand. The piece itself is magnetic, and actually you can take it off the stand and it stays on magnetically, so it's not going to fall off. And they just don't take up as much space as those big full-size Noble Collection pieces in those glass containers. So those are really cool. They were cool little mystery boxes, so it was a bit of extra fun and excitement opening them up. And last but not least, I saw this at the shop and I had to get it. It is, some may say, just a water bottle, but to me it's one of the most iconic water bottles out there, and it's a Skelligro. So this was so cool. Of course, everyone remembers from the Chamber of Secrets when Lockhart removes all of Harry's bones in his arm, and he has to take Skelligro, which is of course which gives of course bona fide results for everyone every time. So this one's really cool and something I had to pick up. Won't be using it as a water bottle, it's in my Harry Potter display, but just something really cool. And from there, guys, I moved on to one of my favorite stalls at the con. I made that clear in one of my earlier videos when I spoke about last year's Comic Con, and this year they delivered once again. Criticism Comics, guys, they had an absolutely amazing stand at the con. Henny and Marku, who run the store, you guys are absolutely amazing. You are fans as much as you are exhibitors and sellers, which is just awesome and leads to great conversation. And guys, they had some incredible specials. So I'm just going to show off a couple of things I picked up there because I went a bit crazy at their stall. But they had some awesome specials, especially later on in the con. They had 30% off most of the stuff in their stall. So there was some really cool stuff. Let's start off with the pops. I picked up here from the Hunger Games. I picked up Effie Trinket. And of course I would not just pick up one. I picked up Effie and then I picked two others up from the Hunger Games. I'll just quickly show this one off. I'm not going to do a full unboxing now because I'm trying to keep the video fairly short and to the point. So I picked up Effie. Besides from Effie, we picked up, of course, Katniss as the Mockingjay, which is another really cool pop. Now, guys, you'll be noticing that these are vaulted Funko Pops, so that's something that Criticism Comics can organize for you. If there's a pop that you're looking for, doesn't matter if it's vaulted, doesn't matter if it's an exclusive, whatever it may be, get hold of them. I will leave their details down in the description below. As I said, they are really helpful. They are super friendly. You can contact them on Facebook, you can send them an email, or you can get contact with them directly through their website. So definitely do that. Contact them if there's something particular you're looking for. For me, I've now completed, well, in my mind anyway, my Hunger Games set. Picked up all three at once. They had a great special on, I think it was 3 common pops for 500 Rand. So that was a really cool special, and you're not going to beat that, even considering that these are vaulted pops. So definitely worth checking them out, guys. Head over to their website, head over to their social media, make sure you're following them because they're constantly bringing in awesome stuff. They are specializing in comics, collectibles, and all things geek culture, so definitely check them out. They are based in Centurion. They're mainly an online mall, but you can make a plan to go and collect stuff from them if you would like to. Otherwise, if all of that eludes you, you can of course see them next year at Comic Con. Now, what is really cool is that they, as you'll see here, this is a Lando that I picked up. He's a Smuggler's Bounty exclusive. And what I liked is that they actually bought a couple of these boxes and then opened them up and sold the contents separately at the con. So if there was only one thing in the box you were after, you could pick that up. I absolutely love this Lando. I do have the one of him as well from the latest series, which has him in his, his usual get-up with the cape and all that kind of thing. But this to me was so iconic from Return of the Jedi, of course. He's a bit dark in the face there, but that's okay because he's been covered up by all his claws in disguise in Jabba's palace. So that's another one I picked up, the Smuggler's Bound from the Smuggler's Bounty exclusive box. And something else that I picked up from an exclusive box was something I was dying to get my hands on, and that is Scar with Flames from the Hot Topic box. Now this, guys, is an absolutely awesome pop. I would love to actually take my UV light and shine it over this at some point and see how that looks and try and get that on camera. If it is a success, I will put in the video and let you guys know. If not, maybe it's just because the camera is not picking it up. But this is an awesome pop, guys. Absolutely love what they've done with this. I think it's classified as a Pop Deluxe, which it's definitely deserving of the name. So this was really cool. Once again, they had opened the box and were just selling this separately, which was really cool for me. And there was, of course, a chase of this, which is now going for, I think, double the price of this. But I'm just so happy to have this. The chase has the red flames around him, but absolutely love this. Love Jeremy Irons. Love the original Lion King. So this was a massive win for me and super stoked to have picked this up at the store. They also had a cool thing running this year where if you were dressed up as one of the characters, they asked you to take a photo with one of the items they had, which was quite cool, and then that got posted up to their social media. So if you were cosplaying, head past their stall, and there's a photo op for you there as well, which was I found quite a lot of fun because I was cosplaying as Yoda. So that was something else. Now this, guys, is my first ever Q-Fig, and as you can see, it is of course the Incredible Hulk smashing through the ground. Again, awesome piece. Picked this up at 30% off. Yeah, that is right, guys. That was on their last day. They were selling certain figures at 30% off. So yeah, my first ever Q-Fig. Wasn't ever sure I'd own one of these because they're usually quite pricey, but absolutely awesome figure, and at that price I couldn't say no. He was awesome looking figure. Love the piece, love the snarl and the ground breaking beneath him. I think this is from Age of Ultron if I'm not mistaken, judging by his shorts, but either way guys, awesome piece, and goes with my Hulk collection. I've got a couple of Hulks going now. I've got some different pops. I've got the 10-inch Ragnarok pop, so that definitely goes along with that collection. Then guys, last but not least from Critters and Comics is this beauty of a piece that I was grappling with picking up, and until I eventually picked it up on the last day with the massive specials they were having, and that is this black suit Spider-Man, who is an absolute beauty once he gets into frame. This is an awesome statue, guys. So this was limited to 5,000 pieces worldwide, and was part of the free comic book day run that came out, and got this piece. He's absolutely stunning. You can see he's quite a lot of weight to it, which is really nice, and it's just, I love this webbing that they've got through here that he's sort of sitting on the lamppost, which is just absolutely awesome. And of course guys, Donny Cates and Will Sliney were at the convention, so I rushed this over to them because it was last thing on the last day, and got them to sign the box as well, which was pretty cool. So the detail in this is great guys. I mean, even they've gone into the backing on the wall here and done that shading into the bricks, so a lot of detail and a lot of work gone into the statue. Absolutely love it. It goes with my little Venom and Spider-Man collection. Venom, Tyrone, shout out to you. I know you're probably watching this and thinking, here's another Venom added to the collection, but my Venoms are very dear to me, and absolutely love this for my Spider-Man / Venom collection. And guys, look at that piece. What an awesome figure, and so happy to have this brought in by Critters and Comics, of course, and at a really amazing price at the convention. Then guys, last but most certainly not least, I never thought I would be saying this in a video or at any point in my life, saying I bought a Hot Toys / Hot Toy related item, and this comes down once again to interacting with people at the convention and chatting to booth vendors and exhibitors, because I never would have picked this up otherwise. I took one look at this and said, nope, it can be way too expensive, can't deal with it, and the lady said, no, it's on a show special. So I picked this up at a massive show special at the Hot Toys booth, and it is all, in this case, seven of the Iron Man, the Iron Men. All of the Iron Man suits from Iron Man 1 all the way to Iron Man 3 in their Cos Baby form. So these are my first Cos Babies. I haven't bought any in the past just because they were so darn expensive, but this was an incredible price, show special as I said. And guys, once again, it's a testament to the fact that you must definitely chat to the vendors, chat to the exhibitors, and you never know what kind of price they're going to give you. So this was absolutely awesome. They had a couple of show specials. They had this Iron Man set. They also had a Cos Baby set of Star Wars The Force Awakens with Kylo Ren and all the stormtroopers. They had one of Finn with his bloodied helmet, and yeah, it was pretty cool. But I settled on this just because I love Iron Man, and I mean, who doesn't love Iron Man? That's a Marvel fan. I loved how it encapsulated all the fine intricacies and differences between all of the suits, all the way from suit number 1 to suit number 7 at the end here. So, whoopsie. So I'm not going to take these out of the box because I can officially say these are Hot Toys, and they're going to be staying in the box to keep protected because they display so nice in the box as well. But yeah, that is my complete haul from Comic-Con Africa this last year, guys. And with that, let's have a quick chat and then bring this Comic-Con Africa series to a final wrap. And with that, guys, that about does it for our Comic-Con Africa series. If this is the first video from the series you've watched and you want to catch up on what happened at the Funko stand, what went down in Artist Alley, and just catch up on the vibe and the awesomeness that was at Comic-Con Africa 2019, I will leave a link right up here. Go and check that out. You can check out the whole playlist. Go see what you want to see. If you wanted to see some of the artists, some of the live draws, some of the stuff at the pop booth, there was so much to see, so much to do. Go and check all of that out, guys. Don't forget, we are approaching our 450 subscriber giveaway as well. So once we hit 450 subs, we'll be giving away either one of those Pocket Pops. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a link to that up here as well. Go and check that out once you've checked out your playlist, and make sure you've caught up on all of the Comic-Con Africa 2019 awesomeness. As a final sign off for the Comic-Con Africa series, guys, I just want to say thanks to everyone who's been watching these videos, to everyone who attended the con. It was absolutely awesome seeing you guys there, everyone who said hi. Guys, I met up with somebody at the con, a viewer of mine, a viewer who watches the channel, Haley McKay. Guys, she's going to be starting a YouTube channel soon. She is an official movie critic, so I'm going to be putting her details down below. You can go check out her blog. She does some really cool stuff, so if you're watching, Haley, big shout out to you. And yeah, so thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone at ReadPop for putting on an amazing convention this year, and we cannot wait to see what is in store for 2020 with, of course, Comic-Con Cape Town and Comic-Con Africa 2020 coming up as well. So we have a big future for the con. This year was absolutely incredible, and stay tuned to the channel, guys, because we're going to be doing way more pop reviews. We have some pop challenges coming up, and of course there's going to be plenty of content coming up here on What's Popping. So if you haven't already, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notifications bell, do all of those things, and I will see all of you in the next video.